What up, King Meech back, and today, finally, I'm gonna be giving you guys my predictions for Nintendo's E3 this year. This year they're calling it the Nintendo Spotlight E3 2017. So away with the digital event, it's a Nintendo Spotlight now. And I gotta be honest, I like the name, but it worries me a little. Are they gonna be shining a spotlight on things we already know of? Or are they gonna be shining a spotlight on things we already know of and things we don't know of? Who knows, but nonetheless, your boy's here to give you his predictions. Some of them are going to be out there, just a fair warning, and some of them are going to be pretty obvious and pretty much gonna happen. So with that being said, no more talking, dude. Let's get into it, because I'm so hyped for Nintendo's E3. I'm hoping they bring the big guns, but with that being said, let's go ahead and give you my predictions. So let's just start this off with the obvious prediction. We are going to see tons on Super Mario Odyssey. This has been the main game Nintendo's been pushing on all their E3 stuff. Everything they come out with for E3, you're gonna see Mario with the hat with the eyes. You're gonna see it, because that seems to be the main focus of this E3 for Nintendo. I hope they don't focus on it too much though, because I want to see more games. And apparently, the freaking Nintendo Spotlight's only like 25 minutes, so god dang, what's gonna go down, I don't know. But I know we're gonna see more on Super Mario Odyssey. That's easy, but I think what we're going to get specifically is a release date. There's been a lot of rumors flying around lately about it releasing November 17th. I'm going to go ahead and say that's right. That sounds like the perfect time right there before Black Friday. Also, the holiday season. That's the time where the big things drop. We know it's dropping that time. November 17th sounds like the perfect time to drop Super Mario Odyssey. So I'm going to go ahead and bet that that's true. November 17th is the release date, and they're going to announce it here. Also, about the actual game, they've made a huge focus on this hat that Mario has been wearing, the one with the two eyes. In the initial reveal, the dude who was there revealing it even straight up said the hat was going to play a major role. But going off this, I think hats in general are gonna make a major role, and we already seen in that initial trailer there's like a little hat store. I think hats are gonna be a huge thing in this game, and I think they're gonna show us a bunch of different types of hats and all their abilities that they could do. And maybe the one with the eyes, you know, we've already seen you could like throw it and jump on it and it'll come back and stuff. So maybe we'll have like other hats that maybe you could fly. Can we get the flying cap back, please, Nintendo? Like old times, bring it back. But nonetheless, I think we're going to get a main focus on like the different abilities of hats. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I think they're going to go over. Of course, I think they're going to show us some more levels if there are more. I know there was also a lot of speculation that maybe there's only 4 different worlds, but they're really big. I hope that's not the case, and I don't think it is. But anyways, we'll just have to wait and see. But Super Mario Odyssey is looking clean, and I cannot wait to see more of it. And I'm freaking excited for that. Keeping with the whole Mario theme, I think we're going to see some type of DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, we already know that this Mario Kart is the fastest selling in the franchise, dude, of all time. That's crazy. So a lot of people have this game that didn't have the Wii U version like a lot of us probably did. So, to them, the battle mode is just a part of the game. To us who played the original Wii U version, the tracks like Mute City, or Hyrule Castle, or the whole battle mode, that stuff is new to us, but to them, that's just in the game. That's just part of the game. But we got those tracks for DLC, so to them, this game has no DLC. So, that's why I think we might get some DLC. I don't think it'll be too much. At most, I think we'll probably get 2 to 4 battle maps. I don't think we'll get any new tracks, unfortunately. Obviously, I love new tracks, but I think it's probably just going to be some battle maps, and I'm fine with that. Any DLC for this game, I'd be down with, but my prediction is probably 2 battle maps. That costs like $5, you know, something small, something simple, but still a little bit of support showing that, hey, we still here, bro. So, that's what I think is going to happen as far as Mario Kart DLC, and that's about it, but still, at least it's something, my dudes. We ain't done with Mario just yet, because I think it is a no-brainer we are going to finally see this Mario and Rabbids crossover that is supposedly titled Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, you guys seen the leaked image. It's actually on the screen. I don't know if you're just going to listen to this or if you're looking at it, but it is on the screen right now. The leaked image of Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This pretty much is a legit game. There's like a bunch of information that came out that basically detailed that they were going to blow this out at E3. So here's the one thing I'm wondering though. I don't know if this is going to be at Ubisoft's event or if it's going to be at Nintendo's. I'm sure it'll be at Nintendo's because it's mainly Mario, but at the same time, the Rabbids are just as much a part of it as Mario is, so maybe it'll be at Ubisoft's event. Nonetheless, it's going to show up eventually at either of these events, whether it's Ubisoft or Nintendo's. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I know a lot of people hate the Rabbids. I'm not as against them as most of them, just because I only played like one of the games and it was pretty fun. And I haven't really played any Rabbids games since, so I wouldn't mind picking it back up and seeing what the Rabbids are now. But yeah, with that being said, I think we're definitely going to see it. What are we going to see about it? Oh god, who knows? But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I'm interested to see what this game's all about. And I think we definitely going to see it, man. Especially if it's coming out in August. Oh, no doubt. Up next, you already know I was going to mention this. Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. Now, we've heard rumors about this apparently happening. A port of the Wii U Smash 4 to Switch. We've heard rumors of this dating back before the Switch was even revealed. I remember a couple weeks, at least, before the Switch got officially revealed to us in that little trailer they uploaded. We were hearing tons of rumors of Smash Switch, and I thought we were going to see it in that trailer. It didn't happen. Then I thought we were going to see it at the January event. Didn't happen. So my next bet was E3. And as we started getting closer to E3, I'm not even going to lie, my hope started to die. But then, I started to think, ARMS comes out not this Friday, it comes out the Friday of E3, the last day of E3. How hype would that be if they announced Smash Bros. With a shing, shing, and then, and then Springman pops out and he's in Smash Brothers. Not only would that get people hyped for Smash Brothers, but then that would bring the hype for ARMS tenfold because it comes out that week. He was just announced in Smash. Now I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, I don't think they'd put Springman in Smash already. He's brand new. But let me remind you, they did put Corrin in Smash before Fire Emblem Fates was ever even out in the well, actually, I believe he actually got put into Smash after the game released, but he was announced before the game released in the US. Now, it did release in Japan, but when Corrin was announced, Fire Emblem Fates was not out in the US. In fact, I think that was the first time we even heard Corrin was the name of the main character. I may be wrong, but I think that's true. So I think Springman would be great for two reasons. It'd bring the Smash hype and the ARMS hype. Also, if they choose to add the Inklings, which I think is going to happen as well, which brings me to my next prediction, we're going to get Springman in Smash and the Inkling. Imagine how much hype that would bring if they announced Springman and Inkling in Smash Brothers. That would bring hype for Smash Brothers, dude. ARMS and Splatoon coming out the next month. They can use Smash Brothers to hype up 3 games, because Smash Brothers itself is just hype. I've said Smash Brothers like 50 times, but Smash Bros itself is always going to be hype. But then having Springman in Smash Brothers would hype up ARMS. You know people would get hyped for ARMS if they've seen that, and I guarantee you more people would consider picking up ARMS and even actually pick up ARMS if they seen he was in Smash because they want to get to know the character. And then Inkling, bro, dude, just those two announcements of the Inkling and Springman and Smash could bring hype to all their games, and it could just, I feel like it could just bring it all together, and it would be a monster announcement, and I think it would be insane. Now, you're probably wondering, dude, you're a little too hopeful for that. I am. Maybe it's a little out there. Maybe it won't happen at all, but God, Nintendo, I beg to you. I just want to see a Smash Brothers. I love the Wii U version. I just want a Switch version. And with Springman and Inkling, dude, oh, dude, I know a lot of people don't like these people that claim mains, but dude, both of them would be my mains and second mains easy. I would love to see them in Smash, and I think it might be possible and it would be perfect for ARMS coming up and Splatoon. Just all the hype would be all together. It would be great. Now I bring you the saddest prediction of the video. We went from the hypest prediction, potentially, to the saddest. I think Xenoblade 2, the sequel to the OG Xenoblade, will get delayed. I know a lot of people have been saying this. I just feel like the whole, and I said this already, I feel like 2017's lineup of games, it just seems so packed. And if they announce anything new here for this year, what the freak? How are we going to be able to play all these games? And I don't know, of all the games, this one just seems like we've got the least information on, even though we got one trailer for this and one trailer for Odyssey. But I don't know, there's just something about this game, the size of it, that it's probably going to be going for. I just feel like it's going to be delayed. I know a lot of people have said this as well, and I just agree with all their talking points. I think this game is going to be delayed. There's even some rumors and reports going about how it is going to be delayed, and I can see it. That seems like honestly one of the safest bets, that this game is going to be delayed. It sucks to say, but I just have a feeling. I also think we're finally going to see some more on Fire Emblem Warriors. I am personally super hyped for this game. However, I will say this, there's recent news that came out about this game, about apparently they're only taking characters from Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates, and then another Fire Emblem game. The reasoning for this was because they don't want to take the main protagonist from each game, because then we just end up with a bunch of sword characters, which I guess I can understand. It's still a little disappointing because everybody loves the main protagonist of the Fire Emblem games. Those are usually the fan favorites. I particularly am okay with this because I only played Awakening. I still haven't played Fates, bro. I'm lacking hard. But nonetheless, I'm sure we'll see Alm or Celica from the new game. I'm sure we'll see Lucina, please. That's all I want. Lucina. It's pretty much common sense we gonna see Lucina. I bet you they'll even give us Tharja, because I gotta say, Nintendo's been listening to the fans as of late with Super Mario Odyssey. That seems like a fan idea that they finally listened to. And I think they might just throw Tharja in for the fans, man. Do it for the fans, Nintendo. For the fans. So as we all know, this year is Kirby's 25th anniversary. Nintendo has announced a load of games coming to the 3DS for Kirby's 25th anniversary, including a game we actually haven't heard of. I'm sure we'll hear about that in the Treehouse, since I guess the spotlight is focused on Switch games. But that brings me to my point. I think we may just get a new Kirby game for the Switch for Kirby's 25th anniversary. I think it's, if you're gonna put a Kirby game, what better time than the anniversary? What better time to celebrate? Now, ideally, this would be a Kirby Air Ride 2. If I had it my way, Kirby Air Ride 2 would be crazy. Unfortunately, I don't think that'd be the case. Or a Kirby Air Ride remaster. Maybe if they don't want to make a whole new game, just remaster Kirby Air Ride in HD on the Switch, put some online functionality, and we good. That's all we need for the 25th anniversary on the Switch. But I think they're going to go the route of some crazy Kirby game, whether it's just their typical Planet Robobot type of Kirby game. Just throw a new one on the Switch. They're going to do something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I predict they're going to do something for Kirby's 25th anniversary on the Switch, and they're going to announce it right here at E3. And last, but certainly not least, you see her on the screen, my dudes. I think we are finally gonna get the Metroid game the community has been yearning for, screaming for, begging Nintendo for. I think this year we're finally gonna see something. I don't think it's gonna be much, but I have this gut feeling that for some reason Metroid is gonna show up, specifically at the end. I think they're gonna hit us with a teaser of Metroid on the Switch at the end of their presentation. I don't think it's going to come out till 2018, but I have a feeling, I just have this gut feeling that they're going to tease a new Metroid at the end of this Direct. Now, I've had gut feelings in the past that literally held no value whatsoever. But this gut feeling's a little different, dude. It's deep in the gut. It's in the middle of my body, dude. My body has a feeling, and it has a feeling for Metroid. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. With that being said, let me know your predictions if you want to, because that could be a lot of typing depending on how many predictions you have in the comments below. I'm looking forward to E3. I will have my live reaction up on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I might. I'm probably going to, as long as my Wi-Fi works with me here. But with that being said, I'm so hyped. I'm looking so forward to what Nintendo shows. Smash Switch, please. Metroid, please. Mario Odyssey is going to be crazy. I cannot wait. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.
All of our franchises will be addressed. Nothing to announce today, right? I'm not going to announce the date for Super Smash Brothers.
I'm just kidding.
But, you know, we know that the fans love these games, love this content, and so, you know, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.